Hi everybody, Chris Roberts here, and we just got back a few weeks ago from ERC's worldwide ERC meeting in Seattle, which was a great conference. Lots of great people there, lots of really good information that came out of it. I think one of the biggest things that we walked away from was this overwhelming sense of the industry moving towards innovation in a lot of different ways. I mean, we talked about things like blockchain, we talked about things like design thinking, all of this disruption within tax and immigration. I could go on down the list. So there's a lot of really interesting things that are happening and a lot of people talking about this. And I think one of the most impactful ones was a session, it was actually a keynote session by Josh Linkner, who's an entrepreneur out of Detroit, who really talked a lot about getting into the mindset of innovation and getting you to think differently than the way that we just always just naturally think about the problems that we face every day. And so he threw out this 7-day innovation challenge, and it's all about getting you over the next 7 days to come up with at least one new idea that you could do that's different and that's driving new value. That could be something as simple as I'm going to change the way I'm running my meeting to something that is changing our industry. So one new idea. So when we heard that, we decided, you know what, let's do this. Let's take him up on that challenge. So challenge accepted. And we want to invite all of you guys to join us too. So everybody at AIRS, it doesn't matter if you're here in the Pittsburgh office, if you're over in Hong Kong, if you're on the West Coast, if you're down on the Gulf Coast, if you're somewhere in between, we want to invite everybody to join this. It could be individuals, it could be teams, it could be departments. We want you guys to come up with at least one new idea that you go after, and you have to do it in the next 7 days, no pressure. Speaking of pressure, I'm sure somebody's thinking, how do I even start? Where do I even begin? Well, I'm going to help you with that. So over the next 7 days, we're going to give you a video every day that's going to be probably a minute or two long, that's going to teach you a design thinking method that's going to help you think through this process of thinking through a problem and making sure you understand that problem, generating a bunch of ideas to that problem, and then validating it. So in 7 days, you got to come up with a new idea. So go forth and innovate.